Hello everyone, it's me again, Sergis. Welcome to my channel. Now I'm going to show you how to solve problems involving direct proportion, inverse proportion, and partitive proportion. Letter A. Solve for the following in the direct proportion. Number 1. 3 is to blank is equal to 6 is to 10. Solution. Let n the missing number. So 3 is to n is to 6 is to 10. So we are going to multiply the means and the extremes. So 6 times n is the means and 3 times 10 is the extremes. 6n is equal to 3 times 10. Then divide both sides by 6. So we cancel n. The remaining is n. Then 30 divided by 6 is equal to 5. So the answer is n is equal to 5. Number 2. A motorist travels 270 km in 5 hours. How far can he travel in 9 hours at the same speed? Solution. Write the proportion and let in the missing number. So the proportion is 270 is to 5 is equal to n is to 9. We are going to multiply the means and multiply the extremes. So 5 times n and 270 times n. So 5n is equal to 2,430. Then we are going to cancel 5 and the other 5, so the remaining is n. Then 2,430 divided by 5 is equal to 486. So the value of n is 486. Now, next, solve for the following in an inverse or indirect proportion. Number 1. 4 farmers can plow a land in 6 days. In how many days can they finish the job if there are 8 farmers? Solution. Write the proportion and let in the missing number. The proportion is 4 is to 6 is equal to 8 is to n. In solving the value of n, we are going to follow the setup in solving inverse proportion. The setup is original amount is to new amount is equal to new number of days is to original number of days. So 4 is to 8 is equal to n is to 6. So we are going to multiply the means and multiply the extremes. So the means is 8 times n and the extremes is 4 times 6. So 8 times n is equal to 8n. Equal to 4 times 6. Now we are going to divide both sides by 8. So 8n divided by 8 is equal to 24 divided by 8. And now we are going to cancel 8 and the other 8, so the remaining is n is equal to 24 divided by 8. The answer is 3. So n is equal to 3. So the value of n is 3. Number 2. A carpenter working 8 hours a day could finish the work in 5 days. How many days could he finish a similar work by working overtime for 10 hours a day? Solution. Write a proportion and let in the missing number. Then follow the setup in solving inverse proportion. So the ratio is 8:5 is equal to 10:n. So then we'll follow the setup. So the original amount is to new amount is equal to new number of days is to original number of days. Then we are going to multiply the means and the extremes. So 10 times n is the means and the extremes is 8 times 5. So 10n is equal to 40. Now we are going to divide both sides by 10. So 10n over 10 is equal to 40 over 10. Now we are going to cancel 10 and the other 10, so the remaining in the left side is n because we cancel 10. Then 40 over 10, in the right side we are going to divide 40 divided by 10. The answer is 4. So n is equal to 4. Next, solve for the following partitive proportion. Number 1, 90,000 pesos to be divided in a ratio of 5:3:1. How much will each receive? Solution. So write in equation and let in the missing number. So the equation is 5n plus 3n plus 1n is equal to 90,000. So this is our equation. So we are going to add the left side. So 5 plus 3 plus 1 is equal to 9 and n. So 9n is equal to 90,000. Now we are going to divide both sides by 9. So 9n divided by 9 in the left side and in the right side, 90,000 divided by 9. So in the left side we cancel 9. So the remaining is n is equal to 90,000 divided by 9 is equal to 10,000. Then substitute the value of n. So n is equal to 10,000. We are going to substitute 5 times 10,000. So the plus 3 times 10,000 plus 1 times 10,000 is equal to 90,000. This is the equation. So 5 times 10,000, so the answer is 50,000. So Then 3 times 10,000, the answer is 30,000. Then 1 times 10,000, the answer is 10,000. So, the first will receive 50,000 pesos, and the second will receive 30,000 pesos, and the third one will receive 10,000 pesos. Number 2. Two boys sold face masks in the ratio of 2:3. Together, they sold 225 face masks. How many did each boy sell? So we are going to write the equation. Then let in the missing number. So 2n plus 3n is equal to 225 is the equation. Then we are going to add in the left side 2 plus 2n plus 3n is equal to 5n is equal to 225. Next, divide both sides by 5. So 5n divided by 5 is equal to 225 divided by 5. So in the left side, we cancel 5. So the remaining is n is equal to 225 divided by 5. The answer is 45. So the value of n is equal to 45. Now we are going to substitute the value of n, which is 45. So 2 times 45, the answer is 90. Then 3 times 45, the answer is 135. Is equal to 225. So the answer is the 90 and 135. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.